Please make sure as you come in that you're all muted. It's a courtesy to all of our other participants. It avoids feedback issues. This program will be recorded. If you do not want your image captured, please turn your camera feature off. Welcome to the 2020 Monmouth County It's Not Fair. Our theme this evening is we are socially distant but emotionally connected. 4-H is part of Rutgers University. Rutgers University programs are open to all. I think all of you at this point know this, but just in case, 4-H is a community of young people across America who are learning leadership, citizenship, and life skills. We're still waiting for some more people to join us. As we're waiting for people to join us, I want you to all do two things for me. I'd like you to, in the chat pod, write down, well, first of all, think about what your favorite fair moment, memory, thought is, and in one word, write that in the chat pod. So again, write down in one word, what is your favorite thing about fair? It could be a memory, it could be the idea of fair, it could be something that you do at fair. In one word, write that in the chat pod. And then your second assignment, as we're waiting for people to join us, is to get a piece of paper and a marker. That's going to be for an activity that we're all going to do here later on. So again, I see some of you in the chat pod already. I see friendship, friends, family. These are awesome. Please take a moment as we're all coming in and we're waiting for others to join us. Write in the chat pod in one word what your favorite thing about fair is. 4-H. We all know this. 4-H is a community of young people across America who are learning leadership, citizenship, and life skills. One of our core philosophies in 4-H is respect. Respect not only for others, but respect for ourselves. So as we go and do this incredible experience together, the first of its kind, we do have a couple ground rules. And they are, we want to demonstrate respect. So to demonstrate and show some of that respect for everyone, we're asking you to please remain on mute unless you are asked to unmute. We're going to have different opportunities to spotlight some of our speakers and to make this interactive, but just so we can all hear each other, make sure you stay on mute unless we ask you to unmute. Please participate in the conversation in the chat pod. Again, if you're just joining us, and I know we have some late arrivals, in the chat pod, in one word, write down what it is, your favorite thing about the fair. It could be your favorite memory, it could be your favorite thing to do, it could be your favorite activity. In one word, write that down and put it in the chat pod. And then your other assignment is, before the end of the evening, we're gonna do an activity where you need a marker and a piece of paper. So again, ground rules, please remain on mute. Please participate in the conversation in the chat pod. Please remember that we are all setting an example for others to follow. And I guess if that's too much to keep in mind and you're having a hard time keeping track of all these rules, just go by the grammar rule. What's the grammar rule? Don't share anything on here that you wouldn't want to share with your grandma. So with that being said, I am now going to stop my share. I think all of you at this point know who I am. My name's Matthew Newman. I'm the County 4-H agent for Monmouth County. And it is my absolute pleasure to be here tonight. I don't think any of us ever thought that we'd be doing a fair quite like this, but here we are. We want to try as much as we can to maintain some of that spirit of a real life fair. So what we're going to do is dedicate the first portion of this evening to what otherwise would have been our opening ceremonies. And how we would always start our opening ceremonies is having our ambassador lead us through the pledges. So is Olive's scaff on? Olive, are you there?
Hi, I'm here.
Hi, Olive. We're going to spotlight you in just a bit. And Olive, if you would start us off, lead us through the Pledge of Allegiance.
Okay. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much, Olive. And now our other pledge is the 4-H pledge. And I know that for some of you, a little reminder is always helpful. So what I'm going to do is, in the chat pod, I'm going to put down the words to the 4-H pledge. So Olive, would you lead us through the 4-H pledge as well?
I pledge my head to clear thinking, my heart to greater loyalty, my hands to larger service, and my health for better living. for my club, my community, my country, and my world. To make the past better.
Thank you very much, Olive. Again, if you're just joining us, please make sure you're on mute. It helps mitigate some of that feedback issues. Also, if you have just joined us and you haven't done so already, in one word, write down your favorite thing about fair. Could be a memory, activity, something to do. So again, thank you, Olive. We're gonna go ahead and, let's see here. Okay, so this is a moment in history for all of us. These times that we're living through, I don't think any of us are ever gonna forget these days. And when this first started in March, we were all just like, what is going on? What is this? And as the days turned to weeks, it became obvious that it wasn't gonna be business as usual. So there were your Monmouth County 4-H staff. We got together with some of our volunteers and we thought, what can we do to still have something both to look forward to as well as something to look back and maintain that continuity, that history. So that's why we're here tonight. We're at It's Not Fair. Again, for opening ceremonies, it really wouldn't be Monmouth County Fair if we didn't have some dignitaries. I was able to reach out to our freeholder, one of our freeholders, Lillian Burry, and she got together, met with me to share a message with all of you that not only shares the tradition of fairs in Monmouth County, the importance of 4-H to our county, but also the proud tradition that we have in fairs and 4-H for Monmouth County. So if we can, do we have that prepped and ready to play? All right, so we're gonna share a video with you here and we'll be back in just a little bit.
Hello, I'm Freeholder Lillian Burry, and I'm the liaison to the Monmouth-Rutgers Cooperative Extension Office, which 4-H youth programs are an integral part of the program. I have been with them for some time, and today we're very fortunate to have with us the 4-H agent, Matthew Newman, who along with the dedicated 4-H staff and volunteers of Monmouth County work to provide youth in Monmouth County opportunities to learn and grow. And before we get started, Matt, do you think you could explain what is 4-H?
Sure.
For the public.
First of all, thank you, Freeholder, for having me here today.
Delighted.
So 4-H is actually, it's an acronym derived from a pledge that our youth recite at the beginning of all of our programs. They dedicate their head to clearer thinking, their heart to greater loyalty, their hands to larger service, and their health to better living for their club, their community, their country, and their world.
It's very impressive.
And I think in days like today, how important are words like that to have our young people recite that?
And they live it.
Yeah, they absolutely do. They absolutely do. And, you know, I'm so fortunate to be able to speak with you here today about the county fairs. There are a few traditions in our American culture that bring people together quite like the county fair. Mm-hmm. And it's always been an incredible opportunity to showcase the county youth. And 4-H has played a really important part of that. There are a few places that are able to capture the imagination of young people to showcase that to the community as a whole in a single event. As I understand it, Freeholder, Monmouth County has a rich tradition when it comes to county fairs.
They certainly do, and the fair is always an exciting time for all of us. I think especially so for the 4-H youth. In fact, in Monmouth County, 4-H has played a vital role in making our county fair such a wonderful community event, and I would say not only in the county, but in New Jersey. It was after the Second World War that 4-H joined in with the Agricultural Society to bring the fair to Freehold.
Wow, that's incredible, Freeholder. So, as I understand it, the county fair hasn't always been in Freehold, though. Is that correct?
No, that is correct. And according to the Monmouth Historical Association, it had its beginnings in Red Bank, and they were there for about a decade. But the fair has an age on it of 150 years that they have been functioning in Monmouth County. And when 4-H began to lead our county fair, the event was changed to Freehold Raceway. And when the 4-H and Monmouth County Parks joined together, that's when they found themselves at the East Freehold Showgrounds. And that's where we are today. And the theme, we must not forget this, of our fair from the beginning and continues to be, is that the importance of agriculture in Monmouth County.
Absolutely, absolutely. Wow. There really is a rich history when it comes to county fairs here in Monmouth County. And as your county 4-H agent, it really does make me happy to know that 4-H has played such an important role in making this a summer event that we all look forward to.
Well, it's true. And the youth of Monmouth County are so important, and opportunities that 4-H programs provide our youth are incredible. Studies have shown that youth who participate in 4-H are 4 times more likely to give back to their communities and are 2 times more likely to make healthier choices and are 2 times more likely to participate in science, technology, engineering, and math activities. I also happen to know a lot of the 4-H youngsters. I call them youngsters, young people, personally, and I'm always impressed with their accomplishments.
You're 100% right, Freeholder. In Monmouth County alone, we have over 400 youth registered in our county club program. Those 100 youth are led by 100 screened, appointed, and dedicated adult 4-H volunteers. Our Monmouth County youth are participating in cutting-edge programs that are as diverse as their interests. Agriculture is very important in Monmouth County, as you said, and as such, we provide club programs in equine science, livestock, and small animal care. The best part of that, kids do not have to live on a farm in order to participate in those programs. Youth can come from Red Bank, Asbury, or any place and every place that there are youth and still participate in these programs. In Monmouth County, we also provide opportunities for youth to get hands-on experience with environmental education, marine science, and team leadership. We really do aim to have something for everyone.
I am so proud of everything our Monmouth youth are able to accomplish through their involvement in 4-H. I'm also proud of what's happening this summer. We are all a part of history. Although it may be challenging at times, it is a time when we have to really think out of the box, if you will. And I must tell you that you have done that, Matt, with arranging for what we have now today.
Yeah, so we are looking at the broad history of fairs in Monmouth County, and we didn't want this year to pass without something that brings our 4-Hers together. So it's really unbelievable that these events that have transpired that have brought us here today for the It's Not Fair. Of course, we all wish we were together at the East Freehold Showgrounds, working together with the incredible Monmouth County Parks Department to hold the best fair in all of New Jersey. But that isn't going to be the case this year. So you and I both know the tenacious and can-do spirit of our Monmouth County 4-Hers.
Yes, we do. And we hope to at least provide them with some happy memories of the 2020 summer. Although it has been rather challenging, to say the least, we do think some good memories will come out of it. And we'll be talking about it, I'm sure, in the future. And to think in terms of the faith that this took place virtually on the computer.
Absolutely. These truly are incredible days we're living through. And I want to echo your sentiments. I hope that through 4-H programs, we're not only able to give these young people something to look forward to, but then as they go off into their adulthood and they look back at this year, that we give them some fond memories to look back on. My hope is that even if we are to be socially distant, we can still be emotionally connected.
Well, Matt, as the freeholder liaison to the Rutgers Cooperative Extension Office of Monmouth County, I'm always so impressed by the hard work of our county agents, staff, and volunteers, even in the midst of this global pandemic. I'm proud of how quickly our team has pivoted their delivery of programs to meet the needs of the residents of Monmouth County. Whether it's seeking guidance in the issues of family and community health sciences, agriculture, and gardening questions, and of course through 4-H, getting young people actively involved in their community. The Monmouth Rutgers Cooperative Extension Office is there for Monmouth County.
Thank you, Freeholder.
Well, thank you.
And I want to thank all those dedicated 4-H Extension volunteers who work to, as we say, make the best better.
I'd like to repeat that. Make the best better.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you, Freeholder. All right. So all of our 4-H members here tonight, you are part of history. I hope that this is the only time we ever have to do a fair on the computer, but you're going to go off and I hope you're making good memories here tonight, and I hope you remember these good memories. And I hope that, in the next 5, 10 years, as you go off maybe to college, and then in another 20, 30 years, maybe you have 4-Hers of your own, you can tell them where you were tonight at the Monmouth County 4-H It's Not Fair virtual fair. Many thanks, as always, to our freeholders for their support of our county programs. In keeping in line with our tradition of our opening ceremonies, I have reached out to the Extension State Office, and I asked New Jersey 4-H Department Chair Rachel Lyons to join us here tonight and share some thoughts herself. So I see Rachel in real time. Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Matt. Thanks so much for having me tonight. I'd like to say hello to the Monmouth County 4-H family. I see some familiar faces. It's good to see you guys. And I would like to bring some greetings from Rutgers Cooperative Extension and from the New Jersey Agricultural Experiment Station. You heard Matt say before that this year is not business as usual, and I couldn't agree more. That's certainly the case. But I am so proud of the resiliency of our 4-H program, our 4-H young people, our volunteers. I'd be absolutely remiss if I didn't thank our volunteers for all they have done this year to really pivot the 4-H club program into a virtual space. It's been remarkable to watch, and I'm really proud of our volunteers in all counties. And I'd also like to thank our 4-H staff, Matt, Virginia, Claudia, for all your creativity, your enthusiasm, and your willingness to find ways to make this work. I need to do a quick little commercial. I am so glad to be part of the It's Not Fair, which I think is so catchy. What a great idea. But I would like to see, I invite each and every one of our Monmouth County 4-Hers to participate in the New Jersey State 4-H Virtual Fair. This is an opportunity for you to submit your projects and some other things that you might have worked on at school or at home over the past year. So if you're interested in photography, crafts, animal science, and anything in between, please consider submitting some of your projects to the virtual fair at the state level, and you'll be receiving a commemorative 2020 virtual fair ribbon. Just like Matt said, we hope you don't have to do that again either. But I would love to see you guys participate and show off all the hard work you've put into 4-H this year in that way. At the beginning of tonight, Matt asked everyone to put in the chat box their favorite thing about the fair. And I typed in real quick, memories. I was a 4-Her myself. I have so many fond memories of the fair as a youth. I enjoy watching my kids at the fair as a 4-H parent now. But I loved watching everyone's answers. And there were so many common themes, right? Connections, people, service, family, 4-H family. And while we aren't at the fairgrounds doing this in person like we all wish we were, I think this has got to be the second best way to celebrate all of those things. So congratulations to all our Monmouth County 4-Hers. Thank you again to our dedicated volunteers and to all the parents who extend themselves to make sure that their kids can have a 4-H experience. So again, on behalf of RCE and NJAS, congratulations on a great year and a great event. Thanks, Matt.
Thank you very much, Rachel. And thank you for taking the time to be a part of us. And I know I would love to invite you to stay. You're more than welcome to stay. I know you're a busy person. So thank you for being here with us tonight. And just to, part of the tradition too, Rachel, of Monmouth County Fair opening night is we have to have a thunderstorm. And even in the virtual world, I'm in my office, obviously, right now. The fairground, it could be a long walk, but it's walking distance that way. And the sky is dark. And every once in a while, I see a streak of lightning. So the tradition continues.
Matt, I am laughing because, as Virginia knows, I have been to many Monmouth County 4-H fairs over the years, and I think only one did not include a thunderstorm. And as the lights are flickering here at my house, I almost said that, and I thought, I won't. But I'm glad to be nice and dry. I hope you guys are too. If there's a benefit for a virtual fair, that's it. Thanks again. I'm going to stick around and see what you have going on tonight.
Wonderful. Thank you, Rachel, and thank you for being a part of this. So continuing on with as close to a opening ceremonies as we're accustomed to as we can in a virtual world, what I'd like to do now is have a virtual Cloverbud Court. And to do that, we've reached out to Judy Littman. Judy, hi, Judy.
Hi, Matt. How are you?
Very good. Thank you for being a part of this. I'm going to, before we get too far into this, I just got to share a few years back. Gosh, what was it now, Judy? 3 years ago, I think it was.
Yes, it was.
There was a small group of us and got together and said, you know, we need to do something for our Cloverbuds. They're such an excited group and they're so enthusiastic. And so Judy was part of a team that created what we call the Cloverbud Council. And before I hand it over to you, Judy, I just want to say one more real quick plug here. Judy actually came to us via the Master Gardeners. And so I want to take a moment right here, right now, to thank all of our Master Gardener volunteers. I know that they do so much for 4-H, and whether it's helping us grade record books, helping us grade public presentations, helping set up a Cloverbud Council, we thank all our Master Gardener partners for everything they do to help us in 4-H make the best better. So Judy, go ahead and take it away.
My name is Judy Littman. I am a Master Gardener, and I am also a 4-H volunteer on the Cloverbud Committee. Monmouth County's youngest 4-H members are called Cloverbuds. Each year, members in grades kindergarten to 3rd grade are featured as part of the 4-H members' accomplishments throughout the year. Tonight, we'll be taking a look at some of these outstanding youngsters. Do you have a member of your family that falls into this age group? If so, be sure to talk to a 4-H staff about how you can enroll your child as a 4-H Cloverbuds. I have been delighted to be part of this program, and thank you so much, Matt, for including the Master Gardeners and having us join in.
Well, thank you, Judy. So we have a Cloverbud Court PowerPoint that we're going to share now. Thank you, Claudia.
Decision to decisions are made and not fought, but I thought this wouldn't hurt a lot. I guess not. Show yourself, take only what you need from it. A family of trees falling, be haunted. Show yourself, take only what you need from it. A family of trees falling, be haunted.
All right. So thank you all our Cloverbuds. Judy, thank you so much for your opening comments there to get us started with our Cloverbud Court. That was great. So
Thank you.
thank you so much. Next, I'd like to transition slightly. We just featured and highlighted the youngest members of our county 4-H program. And now we're going to switch gears and we're going to talk about some of the older ones. And to do that, we actually have a clip that was shared to us by Monmouth County 4-H's Alumni Association member, Mr. Bob Honing. So he put together a clip that we're going to share here in just a little bit. As soon as we can get our tech loaded here. Here we go.
County 4-H Alumni Association. Did you know that Monmouth is the only New Jersey county with an active 4-H alumni group? I'm willing to bet you probably never even heard of us, but we've been here for years and we're very involved. Now, each normal year, we award 2 $500 college scholarships to deserving 4-Hers. We raise funds for these scholarships by running a raffle where we sell chances on some very nice prizes. The raffle is drawn at the real county fair, and we might even get to do that again next year. We do a lot more than that, though. We help at the fair when we have it. Many of us judge county public presentations, and just like you had to learn how to do your presentation virtually, we had to learn how to judge that way. Trust me, you had the harder job. And by the way, some of us are judging virtual state presentations this week. And no, we're not a bunch of old fogies. Some of us are like me, but if you're a leader, a member aging out of the program, or just involved in 4-H, you're an alumnus, and joining us is free. Oh, and by the way, we hold a really neat covered dish dinner every fall, and at that dinner, we recognize the alumnus of the year, not to mention other social activities. Want to join us? Drop an email to the county office or visit our Facebook page, Monmouth County 4-H Alumni, and leave a note. Thanks for watching, and no, it's not fair. Now let's hear about the 4-Hers who graduated from high school this year, and who knows, one of them may be our next alumni scholarship winner.
So I'd like to thank Bob for putting that together. And we did want to, this is the first time we've ever done what we're about to do next, is we reached out to our graduating seniors this year. We wanted to give them a spotlight because this has been a hard year, and graduations and that transition to the next phase of life is so important, and many of them didn't have that same pomp and circumstance that every other generation before them has. So we reached out to our graduating seniors. We asked them to share with us a picture of their first year in 4-H and then their this most current recent year in 4-H. We only had 2 get back to us, so we still wanted to spotlight those 2, but then also share some of the other graduating seniors that we have this year. So Claudia, when you're ready, go ahead and play the slideshow. Well, we lost some audio there. There we go. So there we go. To all of our graduating seniors in Monmouth County 4-H, we wish you well. And don't forget us when you become famous. Come back and visit us, and hopefully next year we will be down the road. I can't promise the weather though. The weather's gonna be what the weather's gonna be. So continuing on with our kind of ceremony of the opening ceremonies, our association, Monmouth County has a 4-H Leaders Association, and we reached out to the president, Cindy Hill, for her to share some thoughts and some comments. And unfortunately, she finds herself away from Wi-Fi right now, so she wasn't able to be here in real time. However, she did share with us a clip that we'll be sharing here as soon as we get it set up. And I want to thank you all so much for your patience here tonight. We're all learning by doing the 4-H way tonight. Thank you, Claudia.
Hi everyone, I'm Cindy Hill, the Monmouth County 4-H Association President. Welcome to this year's It's Not Fair. I'd like to take a moment and let you all know about the 4-H Association. The Monmouth County Association was established over 50 years ago to promote and strengthen the 4-H Club program. The association membership is comprised of 4-H leaders, teen representatives, and 4-H clubs and adult volunteers. The association provides financial assistance to qualified 4-Hers and leaders for various activities including 4-H Congress, Citizen Washington Focus, Leadership Washington Focus, 4-H Conference, and various other educational and leadership opportunities. The association also provides a limited number of scholarships to qualified 4-Hers who are graduating from high school. The highlight of the year for all 4-Hers and the association is the county fair. The association provides most of the equipment used by the 4-Hers during the annual county fair, including animal pens, cages, booths, tables, dunking booth, the popcorn machine, and the food booth equipment. The association also provides the county fair ribbons and member recognition awards. The association's main fundraising event is the 4-H food booth at the county fair. With the help of the clubs and the other volunteers, the association raises money through the food booth to fund the scholarships, pay for the ribbons and trophies, repair or replace fair equipment, and fund 4-H programs such as prep camp and member recognition night. All 4-H leaders and members are encouraged to attend the association meetings and participate in a program that strives to make the best better for all 4-H members, 4-H leaders, and 4-H volunteers. The association meets 6 times a year in the 4-H offices. The current officers are myself, Cindy Hill, as president, Meg Whitehouse and Stella Alameda as vice presidents, David Hill as treasurer, Sandra Seawright as secretary, and Robin Bruins is the past president. We appreciate your participation and support in helping Monmouth County 4-H make the best better. Have a great night.
And thanks to Cindy for putting that together. We're coming to the near conclusion of our opening ceremonies before we then move on to the next part of the evening. We reached out to our fair ambassador, Olive Scaff, who led us through our pledges earlier in the night, and she shared with us another video. And what Olive is going to do is share with all of our 4-H members how they can become ambassadors and what the ambassador program is. So just as soon as we have that ready, and also too, this is a good plug for me. I've been watching the chat pod, and you're making me laugh. The double stuffed Oreos, that's great. So here we go.
Hello, Monmouth County 4-H. It's Olive Scaff here. I am the 2019-2020 Monmouth County 4-H Fair Ambassador as well as the Livestock Ambassador. I am here to review this wonderful year and discuss the amazing ambassador team. I have gotten so many amazing opportunities through the ambassador program, and I encourage everyone to take part in this ambassador program and all that it offers. One of the wonderful perks of being the fair ambassador is that you get to go to the Ag Convention in Atlantic City. There, I was able to view many vendors and meet lots of new people. Monmouth County 4-H even had its own booth where a display made by the Board of Ag was shown to all the other counties. I even got to meet up with a new friend I made at the Ag Summit. Speaking of the Ag Summit, this was another amazing thing I experienced this year. I was able to gain so much valuable information as well as valuable connections. We were able to sit in on various lectures and activities. My favorite part of this experience, however, was making friends with the other New Jersey delegates and meeting many new people from all over the country. I even met a few people from Puerto Rico and Brazil. We were even taken on guided tours through DC monuments and museums. I was also able to bring back this information to Monmouth County 4-H clubs and gave multiple presentations about my goats and the new information I learned, including one virtual one. This year, I was also able to compete in the virtual horse judging and hippology. This was a great experience and I gained lots of new information. I'm also excited that I qualified for Hippology Roundup and I'm super excited about this new experience. And even though this year we were not able to do many things in person, we persevered and made the best of what we have. I participated in multiple virtual presentations, including Monmouth County presentations, New Jersey equine presentations, and the 4-H state presentations, where I presented about mounted archery. I am also excited for a new experience. In November, I will be a part of the 4-H Congress. This is something that is brand new to me, but I'm super excited of the new connections I will make. I encourage everyone to take part in as many activities as you can. In addition to the amazing opportunities I have gotten to experience this year, I have also worked with a wonderful team of ambassadors. We have 11 different ambassadors this year, including senior and junior ambassadors in the animal project areas. Working with a great team of 4-H members is super fun and makes being an ambassador even better. Thank you.
And thank you for putting that together, Olive. Olive, I see your screen. Is it okay if I spotlight you for a moment? You unmute and just share a little bit more about the ambassador program? Are you okay with it? Thumbs up if you're okay with that. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Put you on the spot here. Oh, unmute yourself too, Olive.
Sorry.
That's all good.
Sorry, what would you like me to say about it?
How would you encourage, like, we got a lot of 4-Hers listening to you right now. Any advice you have for them, like how to become an ambassador?
I would suggest just like, even if you're not sure if like you're ready or if it might be a little hard, I suggest just giving it a shot. Even if you don't make it your first year, then you gain so much valuable experience and then you can try again the next year and you might win. So I've applied for like multiple ambassador opportunities and I haven't gotten all of them, but each time I learn and then I'm better prepared for the next time. And I try to do as many things as I can and I take part in a lot of community service activities because that is really great for your resume. So that's the advice I have for people that would like to become ambassadors. 4-H has so much to offer, so yeah, it's just good to take advantage of it and try to do as many things as you can.
Well, Olive, thank you so much. And I know it's hard to see the chat screen when you're actually speaking. I've been watching it, and I hope that you have a chance to go back and review it, because you got a lot of 4-H leaders and members and parents that are saying some pretty awesome things about you. I'll thank you for representing Monmouth County 4-H as well as you have in your role as the fair ambassador. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. So that concludes our opening ceremonies. I want to thank all of our live speakers, all the speakers who sent videos because they couldn't be here live tonight. Now what we're going to do is we're going to move into the next part of the evening. We're going to showcase our project area tents. And now the thing of it is though, even if it's virtual, I don't know how we could do a fair without the Valdez family. There are fair chairs. They've been there as long as I've been around, which you know, gets longer every year. I'm going through this. Are they here? Did anyone tell the Valdezes the fair's been canceled? Uh-oh. What do we got here?
Okay, time to set up for fair.
Where is everybody?
Where's Andrew?
You know what? More importantly, where's my golf cart? Man, this place is a ghost town. Andrew, what's your 20?
Dad, I think I made a wrong turn.
Well, at least there's plenty of parking spaces.
All right, well, we're gonna have to check in with them. I can't believe I didn't tell them there was no fair this year. Whoops. But in real life though, is Andrew Valdez in real life? Is Andrew Valdez here?
Yes,
Okay,
yes I
Andrew,
am.
now we just gotta find you. There's a lot of people here tonight. So
Yeah. I'm the one in the car.
what screen it is that you're in. It's so awesome here. Oh, there you are. Okay, so Andrew, I'm gonna
Hello.
spotlight you. And if you would just go ahead and share some thoughts.
All right, well, I am happily broadcasting from somewhere in Hightstown. I'm not sure where I am. Pulled off the highway to be with you guys. And so you're used to seeing me and my dad driving around the fairgrounds, whether we're offering you guys iced tea, lemonade, or making someone take a radio that they don't want. Luckily, I'm always very happy to get to see the project areas through all the tents, all the animals, all the things that everyone's been putting so much work into all year round. And although it's unfortunate that we can't showcase that in real life, luckily we can showcase it here tonight. And I'd love to visit some project areas, starting with a small animal tent with one of our tent chairs, Stephanie.
That's right. So now I got to find Stephanie on here. And I know it's so awesome seeing so many people, but in fact, you know what? Virginia, if you find her first, whoever finds Stephanie first, we'll spotlight.
I'm here.
Well, we know you're here. It's just fine. Oh, there you are. I found Stephanie. Stephanie, your spotlight. Hi.
All right. Thank you. Okay. Here we go. Hello, my name is Stephanie Payton. I'm a mom of 4, 4-H mom of 4, club leader for the Kindness Club and Tails and Trails, a member of the Small Animal Advisory, and co-chair of the Small Animal Tent. Before I begin, I would like to thank Matt, Virginia, and Claudia for their outstanding efforts with continuing the Monmouth County 4-H program despite the unprecedented circumstances this year. It is because of your passion, determination, and love for 4-H that our youth have been able to flourish, grow, and stay connected, even while apart. Although the last few months of our program year looked different, one thing remained the same: Tails and Trails' commitment to making the best better. With the help of our co-leaders, Eileen Bennett and Stacy Malisco, our year began with what Tails and Trails does best: serving our community. Through events like Birds, Bugs, and Beyond, Read to the Rabbit, and Pumpkin Fest at Delicious Orchards, our club members practiced public speaking and learned the importance of teamwork. Together, we elected new officers: President Liliana Payton, Vice President Sofina Perez, Secretary Katarina Schechter, and club treasurers Emmy Ring and Kellen Jameson. These girls stepped up and learned how to run a club meeting, manage club funds, voice their visions, and be outstanding role models. This fall, Tails and Trails served our community in an incredible, meaningful way. The Lauren Ashley Foundation, a local childhood cancer charity, asked Tails and Trails to volunteer their time for the organization's annual Harvest Fest, an afternoon of fun for children who are coping with the unthinkable. At Tails and Trails monthly club meetings, our members learned by doing. We learned all about the benefits of giving our small animals safe toys to play with and chew on, got messy and made upcycled toys with Timothy hay and toilet paper rolls. And we learned how to give eye drops to KV, care for sore hawks, and when to give critical care. Club President Liliana Payton and Vice President Sofina Perez led the club in creating an educational animal welfare poster for future 4-H events. We also encouraged our 4-H members to use their hearts by offering 2 socials this year. And when Monmouth 4-H went virtual, Tails and Trails followed. We had wonderful virtual guest presentations by 4-H Ambassador Olive Scaff on Dairy Goat 101 and Raging Reptiles alumni Nikki from Jenkinson's Aquarium. Members grew their knowledge with club presentations on topics of gardening, chinchillas, KV, gymnastics, martial arts, and poultry. As you will all see tonight, the small animal clubs have worked incredibly hard this year. They have shown leadership, empathy, character, and given the current circumstances, perhaps the most important of all, resilience. I am so very proud of all of you. I'm gonna cry. And each and every one of you, congratulations on completing the Monmouth County 4-H 2019 and 2020 program year.
Oh, Stephanie, that was lovely. Thank you so much. I know, actually, Claudia, before you hit play on that, I reached out to Jillian. Wanda, give me a thumbs up if Jillian got in touch with you and you want to speak. Okay, so Claudia, before you hit play, I'm going to spotlight Wanda here real quick. So cancel your share, and I'm going to spotlight Wanda. There we go.
Hey everyone, we are so happy to be here. We're excited for It's Not Fair. We even sported our shirt like we would do in the animal tent. I just want to give a quick acknowledgement to Matt and everyone for putting this together. It's quite amazing, as well as for the great team we have. Jillian is on vacation, so she can't be here with us, but we have some other amazing leaders and club members. So I am not going to be doing this speech to highlight what we've done. I'm going to turn it over to our president of our club, which is Ms. Zara Clark.
Hi. So, I mean, as everyone knows, I'm Zara. I'm the president of the 14 Karat Rabbit Club. And me and my club, we focus on educating our children and our community about our small animals like rabbits, chinchillas, KVs, along with public presentations, learning leadership skills, and different community service events in our community, such as donating and gathering school supplies for the Batters Women's Shelter. And we donated different items like toys and foods to the ASPCA. We go to nursing homes and other public events like Pumpkin Fest and Apple Fest, where we show our small animals to the public. We also did many events, like we cooked for the Ronald McDonald House, and then we got a tour of their facilities really quick. We have also taken many educational trips to Pennsylvania to show our members what a real arbor show looks like. So we went to Pasarba and we drove down and we ate as well, gotta get some food. And we also took them to the ASPCA, we donated to, and we took a tour of their facilities, and they gave us some information about all the animals there. And we hope to do much more of that in the future. However, due to COVID, our efforts, they have been slowed, but they have not been stopped, because from the safety of our homes, we've made cards and we donated them to hospitals. We gave them to our postal workers, and we gave them to our garbage collectors to just show them that we appreciate what they're doing during this time. We did ice cream socials. We also did a online
show and tell of our new bunnies, because I had a litter of bunnies. Thank you. They're so adorable. And we also earned $100 from our members' hard work from doing different activities. So we earned $100 from that. So we're gonna put that to good use. And as we do this, we try to make the best out of these hard situations we're in.
Well,
thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you guys
much,
so much.
Clark family. It's always great to see you. I can't imagine fair without the Clark. So even if it's virtual, it's so good to see you.
Don't let her blush.
So now, Claudia, we've asked each project area to provide us a showcase of their achievements of the last year. And the first one we're going to showcase are the small animal projects. Right. Thank you, small animal project area. That was awesome. In fact, I'm gonna, in your Zoom screens, you have reaction features, and I'm gonna give you an applause. Thank you, small animal. That was awesome. Again, I'm watching the chat pod. I see a lot of comments. Bunnies rule. Love that. Thank you. Thank you. That was awesome. Thank you so much. So what we're going to do in transitions between our project areas, we're also going to share with all of you resources that are available to you as Monmouth County 4-H families. And the first resource I want to share with all of you is our weekly 4-H e-blast. Yes, with all the news that's fit to print for all the fun 4-H stuff. What we are going to do is, if you think of fair, one of our favorite things of fair is the popcorn, of course. So we've got an interactive game here. Oh, actually, I screwed up. Time out. Let's stop sharing, Claudia. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to do the poll. Virginia, go ahead and activate the poll that our ambassadors put together. Whoops. Sorry. Hi, I'm Matt.
So Matt, I'm trying to launch it, but it says that I'm logged in from another device. Your polling session is inactive.
Claudia, can you try activating the poll? Give me a thumbs up if you can see a poll on your screens. No one can see the poll. Oh, we got the poll. Claudia was able to activate the poll. She's the one that could do the poll. So if you'll take a moment and do the poll. Unfortunately, I can't see the poll on my screen, and neither can Virginia. So Claudia, you're it. Yay. This is fun. And we'll actually cancel my spotlight so we can all see each other's faces. When, Claudia, are you able to unmute yourself and tell us when we're at a good place for the poll?
Okay, there's a timer on it. It's on 32, 33, 34. So you want to give it a minute?
Well, give us our percentage. How many
Right,
of our...
50% for some questions, 67, 71 for some, 43. Okay. It's getting up there.
So we're going to share, help me out here, Virginia. We're going to share the results of these polls in our e-blast.
That's correct.
Awesome.
So everyone's going to fill it out tonight, and then on Monday, they're going to check the e-blast for the correct answers to the questions.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Virginia. And go ahead, Claudia, and close that poll. Okay. And thank you, Claudia. Sorry to throw that out at you last minute.
That's all right.
Whoopsie. At any rate, so the e-blast, that's a great resource for information that's 4-H related. It has local, state, and national events that are taking place. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a contest here tonight. In addition to our interactive polls after each session, we're also going to do games. And the game right now, if you think of if we were in a real life fair and we were really together, we'd have our popcorn. So what we're going to have you do is we're going to put a picture up here in just a little bit. And what you're going to do is in the chat pod, when I tell you to, not yet, but when I tell you to, in the chat pod, you're going to put down how many popped kernels you think are in the bowl. Make sure when you put down your guess, you put down your full name. And it's because I threw a curveball at Claudia there with the poll. I'm so sorry, Claudia. There we go. Awesome. So again, we are going to pull all these numbers. We're going to see who was the closest and check out Monday's edition of your 4-H e-blast to see who our winners are. Thank you very much, Claudia. Thank you for putting that together. And thank you again for your ability to pivot with us on a moment's notice. That's awesome. So moving on, our next project area that we're going to spotlight is our herpetology tent. And I have reached out to Michelle Montecavlo. Michelle, are you, there you are. Michelle, do you mind saying just a few words about your project area and then we'll play your video?
Sure. So I just wanted to make sure, Matt, that I'm allowed entry. I brought my pass and you can let me in. I want to thank everyone from our 4-H family for organizing tonight's festivities. I'd like to thank our fellow leaders from Raging Reptiles, Jill Bates, Holly Russo, Meredith King. My name is Michelle Montecavlo. You probably know Vincenzo and Salvatore. 2020 started out mostly normal, but here we are now. Raging Reptiles has had a great year of learning opportunities and also a lot of educational opportunities despite COVID-19 attempting to disrupt our activities. In Raging Reptiles, our goal is to create future servant leaders. We want to create young people that are going to go out and be our future animal keepers and veterinarians and individuals that are going to share their love and respect for animals. Over quarantine, we spent a lot of time together virtually. We recreated our 4-H community online, and we derived as weekly speakers, alumni, and activities. Highlights are Nikki. Most of you know Nikki. She's phenomenal. She's a former 4-H'er who now works at Jenkinson's Aquarium. And she actually shared with us all of her animals, and it was a wonderfully engaging evening. We also spent time with Wally, the alligator, who is the only therapy alligator in the United States, and it was a phenomenal evening. We laughed, we cried, we shared, and now you're going to see our video. Our video comes along with some dance moves that you are required to do. Okay, so there are 3 dance moves. And my kids hate me right now, but you know, whatever.
Michelle?
The first move for our video.
Michelle? I think you're having some bandwidth issues.
And the alligator chomp chomp. Okay.
Okay. Michelle?
And when the snake slither and slither.
Oh. I think she's having some connectivity issues, Michelle.
And when the turtle comes on, you have.
And I think we lost Michelle now at this point. So hopefully we get her back and we figure out her bandwidth issues. In the meantime, Claudia, will you play our herpetology video, please?
Reptiles use their lungs to breathe. They have claws on their feet and use the sun for heat. Reptiles have scales and lay eggs on the land. They are cold-blooded animals with no sweat glands. Snakes. Alligator snake, jump, jump. Alligator snake, jump, jump. Alligator snake, jump, jump. Alligator snake, jump, jump. Move like a snake. Move like a snake. Move like a snake. Move like a snake. Now dance like a turtle. Dance like a turtle. Dance like a turtle. Dance like a turtle. Reptiles use their lungs to breathe. They have claws on their feet and use the sun for heat. Reptiles have scales and lay eggs on the land. They are cold-blooded animals with no sweat glands. Snakes. Alligator snake, jump, jump. Alligator snake, jump, jump. Alligator snake, jump, jump. Alligator snake, jump, jump. Move like a snake. Move like a snake. Move like a snake. Move like a snake. Now dance like a turtle. Dance like a turtle. Dance like a turtle. Dance like a turtle. Reptiles have scales and lay eggs on the land. They are cold-blooded animals with no sweat glands. Snakes. Alligator snake, jump, jump. Alligator snake, jump, jump. Alligator snake, jump, jump. Alligator snake, jump, jump. Move like a snake.
awesome. Thanks, and I don't know if Michelle joined us or not. I feel so bad. She had her bandwidth issues there. So hopefully we get her back and we can share our appreciation to her and to the rest of our herpetology project area. Before we move on to the next thing, I do remember this time to do our poll. So Claudia, I'm sorry, it's you again. So if you would please.
I just want to make sure.
I appreciate it, Claudia. So go ahead and turn on our poll for us, and I'm going to invite all of you to fill out our poll. This is an interactive night. We want to hear from you. Share with us what you think the answers are. And again, we'll share the results in Monday's e-blast.
Okay, this is, I'm on the small animal, but it's going to share results if I click on it. So you don't want me to do that, right?
Virginia, go ahead and
I got it, too.
Oh, okay, never mind. All right. Thank you, Claudia.
Yeah. I don't want to give anything away. I want them to read that blast.
Sure. So take another couple seconds here. And we understand some of you, if you're on like a smartphone, you might not be able to take the poll. That's okay. It's just for fun tonight. Just to make things a little more interactive. And again, we are watching the chat pod here. I see crawfish are cute. There's Millie and Willow. I saw some sweet dance moves going on. And that was a great song. Love it. So thank you, herpetology. Claudia, go ahead and turn that poll off. And what we're gonna do now is we're doing one of our resources available to you. And so, Virginia, do you have some things to say before we introduce the video, or?
Sure.
All right, let me spotlight you here.
Hi guys, it's good to be here with you tonight. And we know that at the fair, the association offers a few different opportunities for you to do fundraising. One of them is a popcorn sale and the other is a dunking stool. Now, why do you do fundraising? You need to have a cause. So you don't come and raise the funds and then say afterwards, what are we going to do with it? You need the reason first. Say, hey, we want to do a community service project and we need funds for this. And that's how you use your funds. So we have policies and procedures, and I hate to be Debbie Downer about it, but there are forms you have to fill out so we know what you're doing, how much money you raise, and what you're going to use it for. So start thinking now and plan ahead for fundraisers you can do to help support your club and the causes that are important to you.
And I think, again, if we were in a normal fair year, we'd have, well, we just talked about popcorn. One of our other fundraisers is the dunk tank. And so Virginia, she's got like a virtual dunk tank here game for us. So pay attention, and video clip Virginia's going to explain what the game is.
Boys and girls, happy summer. It's Virginia, home relaxing in my hot tub.
Dunk the associate, everyone. 3 balls, 5 balls, 20 balls free. Step right up.
Oh, what? Who? Oh, oh. No way. It can't be happening. I'm home. It's not fair. It's just not fair. Oh, my goodness. Oh.
Closer. Last one. Let's see.
Look out, the balls are still coming. I thought it was 3 balls for $1, not 20. Oh no. Oh, look out, they're coming, more balls, more. They just keep coming. Oh, you throw like you're not a 4-H'er. What the heck? Oh. I'm okay, boys and girls. Don't worry, I'm fine. How many more balls can there be?
Okay, let's go on.
All right, I think that's it. So now the question is, how many balls? Oh, they're not it. They just keep coming. How many balls do we have here in the hot tub?
Count quick.
If
4.
you can count them, you're going to enter them in the chat box, and the person with the correct number, or closest to the correct number, will be the winner. Have a good summer.
So I'm watching the chat pod, and it's, well, before we had the number. So again, if you guess how many tennis balls there were. One closest we're going to announce also in Monday's 4-H e-blast. But before we started putting the numbers in, that was a pretty funny skit there, Virginia. Thank you so much for being a sport about that. So go ahead, put in some of your numbers, how many tennis balls you think there are, and we will announce that winner in Monday's 4-H e-blast. So now as we move on to our next project area, Robin Bruins. I'm gonna spotlight you and you're gonna talk a little bit. Go ahead and unmute yourself, Robin. And share with us a little bit about our livestock project areas and what they've been up to.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the livestock tent. I just got back from the dunking booth. Oh, look, here comes Olive Chef, our livestock ambassador. She brought me dinner from the food booth. Thank you, Olive. That's your main job. Oh, look, it's our junior ambassador for the livestock tent. And he brought me popcorn. Yay! I do love everybody in the livestock tent. They're so great. And it's the first night of the fair, so of course, everybody's asking, where are all the animals? Well, they don't come because we're having fireworks. Did you hear them? Bang! But we do have the poultry. This little chicken is named Maddie Newman.
What? There's a chicken named after me? I don't know if we can hear it, Robin.
Sorry, well, she's doggone cute.
Oh.
We do get fresh eggs in the livestock tent every morning. We have poultry. We have Bill Potter with his cows, and lots of goats and lots of sheep and some other animals occasionally. So in the livestock tent, we have some children that live on farms and have their own animals. And we have many other kids that do not live on farms and use some of my animals or some of the Potter Levin, animals. And they'll come out to the farm and learn about the animals. In fact, both of our ambassadors, Olive and Salvador, were some of the kids that came to my farm and learned about sheep and goats. And I think they had a really good time. So thanks for coming to the livestock tent. Hope you had fun. Come on back.
Thank you, Robin. And now what we're going to do is we're going to share the livestock project area video that you put together. So thanks again, Robin.
Goats, cattle, and chickens. Some of the places that we bring our animals to are Bugs, Birds, and Beyond, Applefest and Delicious Orchards. We go to Carish Tree, the Monmouth Livestock Expo, and we also go to the Monmouth County Fair. So come on over and see what our tent has to offer.
This is Jason's chicken.
Great. We're part of the Baird Homestead 4-H Club, and some of the things that we enjoy doing are what, Juliet?
Doing tea parties, picking up sticks for the place to be respectful, and we also have meetings.
This is Cora. She's an 8-week-old chicken, and she's been injured, and we're helping her to get better.
Buttercup! Buttercup! Come here, Bubba. Come here, baby. Who's your baby? Is that a good girl? Who's a baby? Is that a little face? Ooh, look at that face. Go play with your friends.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Livestock Area Projects, for putting that together. And if you remember from our opening ceremonies when Freeholder Burry and I were speaking, if you want to be in livestock clubs, you do not have to live on a farm. I can connect you with the 4-H leaders of those clubs, and they can work with you to still get that experience working around some of those livestock project animals. So thanks again. Claudia, if you would activate our livestock poll put together by our ambassadors. I'll try and give you all a little more time than I did the last time. I think I cut some of you off before you were able to finish it. So go ahead and take a moment, fill out our interactive poll, and share with us what you think you know. Maybe you do know it. Claudia, would you let me know about what percentage we are at for return? I don't know.
Unmute, okay.
Yeah.
3 out of 7 out of 60 voted, 13%, 16%.
16%?
20, no, 35%, 16 it was.
Okay.
45, 46, 51.
Let's see if we can get up to 75%.
All right, that will, we have a goal. That's good. All right,
Yeah.
we're getting there. We're getting there.
And I'm seeing the chat pod here. I see, aw, cute, love the chicken. What a great experience. I used to love putting
a lot of exclamation points.
Well, I'm sorry, what's that, Claudia?
Peace and cute and exclamation
point. Oh, yeah. I used to,
70, almost.
70? Let's see if we can get up to 75%. We're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Claudia, wherever we're at.
Okay.
Let's turn it off. All right. So keeping on with our sharing with you some of the resources available to you is Monmouth County 4-H members. We're actually going to do a game. And, you know, we talked about some of the things that you can take advantage of. Well, I'm going to be the one to share with you some of the things that you can take advantage of this time. So I'm going to put in the chat pod a link to our statewide 4-H from Home project. So this is open to all youth in New Jersey. I put it right there in the chat pod. We have interactive webinars that take place on Tuesday and Thursdays, and we also have virtual step clubs. These are clubs that meet short term, and you do all sorts of interesting activities. In fact, Virginia is leading a step club of meatballs. So they're making meatballs together, which is exciting. I'm gonna be doing a step club here in another, I don't know, I think it's about a month or so now. Lego, we're gonna build Legos together. It's gonna be exciting. We're gonna do a game here. You're all gonna do a game. It's gonna be in real time. We're gonna do minute to win it. So listen very closely here. I'm gonna list off 3 different objects. You are gonna have 1 minute to gather those 3 objects. You have that minute, and you gotta have all 3 objects. And when you have them, put them up to your camera, and we'll go around and we'll spotlight you, okay? If we have enough of you that have achieved the minute to win it, you will unlock a prize, and we'll share that prize here tonight. So those 3 things, listen very carefully. When I get done sharing what the 3rd one is, I'm gonna start the clock. You will have 1 minute. Get ready. And it can't be the same thing. I'm gonna list these 3 things. You can't come with, oh, look, it's got all 3 in this one. That's not gonna count. They have to be 3 different things. How much longer can I talk? I can talk all night. No, I'll tell you right now. You need to get something green, something that starts with the letter H, and something that has a 4-H clover on it. Go, you got 1 minute. We've lost our audience, Virginia, Claudia, they're gone.
Okay.
And I'm gonna scan through. Okay, looks like Zoe and Nina. I'm gonna spotlight you, Zoe and Nina. Looks like we got something green. We got a 4-H clover, and we got something that starts with an H. Awesome. Let's see who else we got. We got Jane Sims.
Yum.
Jane, put it up on the camera there. Oh, we'll come back to you. We'll come back to you. I see Olive. Olive, I'm gonna spotlight you, Olive. We got a trophy. We got a 4-H clover. What's the H? Oh, the hat. The hat.
All right.
Awesome. Wanda and Zara. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Yeah,
Wow.
we're all over the place. Oh my gosh. Look at these 4-H's from Monmouth. Oh my gosh. Rachel's got something.
Oh my gosh, she
Whoa.
her hat. Okay.
Charlotte. Let's see spotlight Charlotte here. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Oh, you got 2 more seconds on it. Stella. Oh, Stella. Put it back up there, Stella. And there we go. Oh, and we're at a minute. Good job. Okay, there were enough of you. You unlocked the prize. The prize was, just like at the real life fair, we would have the dunk tank. And I know we already got Virginia in the dunk tank. So now it's going to be me. So, all right, we're having a lot of fun here today. A lot of our different project areas, and it's nice as it is being together. There are some things we really miss. Our popcorn sale, our dunk tank. I wish that we were able to capture that magic here tonight, being able to have that unsuspecting victim just fall for, oh, geez, there it is. And see. All right, Claudia, I think they earned it. Go ahead and show them one more time. It was a little choppy.
Okay.
With the horse clubs.
Wait a minute.
Hearts and horseshoes.
Whoops. We'll try it one more time here. It was a little choppy, so we'll try one more time. Whoops. How we doing, Claudia? You want me to try? Did we lose Claudia?
Yeah, I just went to the other video.
Okay.
It'll work now.
Do you want me to try and share my screen?
No, it's good.
Okay. All right, we're having a lot of fun here tonight. We're seeing a lot of our different tents showing their different project areas, and it's nice as it is being together. There are some things we really miss. Our popcorn sale, our dunk tank. I wish that we were able to capture that magic here tonight, being able to have that unsuspecting victim just fall for, oh, geez, there it is. And see. All right, Monmouth, you got me soaked, you got me dunked twice. Good job.
County 4-H.
Whoops. So there we go. So let's see here. Next up, we're going to introduce our horse tent. And to do that, I've asked Stella Almeida to give us, talk a little bit about our horse project area, Stella.
Good evening to all of you. It's so nice to be able to come together and see, quote unquote, everyone here tonight. And I do believe it's raining in Eatontown. We probably would have had to call it an early night. I just wanted to thank all the leaders that have gone through the horse project. I've been part of the fair and the horse project since 1980. So you can imagine that there's been quite a few changes. I used to conduct a live auction, and I'm glad we don't have to do that anymore. I remember when the horses were strictly on display. We did not do shows, and now we engage the kids in competition, which they really, really enjoy. I want to thank again my leaders for all the hard work that they do throughout the year, and they're at each meeting on time. We get in on time and we leave on time. And I want to thank you, Matt and Claudia and Virginia, for giving us this opportunity for us all to be able to be together tonight.
Well, thank you, Stella. And you touched on it a little bit, but I'm gonna, Stella, you're kind of nationally recognized as for all of your contributions to 4-H. In fact, you're a Monmouth County inductee into the National 4-H Hall of Fame. all these 4-Hers that are on here tonight, this is a moment in history. And I hope that they walk away here with some good memories and good experiences. And I also hope this is the only time we have to do this. Do you have any words of wisdom, or, you know, is there in this moment of history and given all the experiences you've had in 4-H, is there anything you want to share with all of them?
I must say that I've had the opportunity to meet so many great families. I've had the opportunity to watch so many children grow from kindergarten to their college years. And that always gives me a great feeling, because I know the kids are progressing and they're still going forward. I've seen kids throughout many projects that have gone into medicine, which includes veterinary service. They've been MDs, we have attorneys. We had one young lady who did such a great job with her presentation that she was asked to work as a used car salesperson at a dealership in Sussex County. And she became so successful at talking that she became the manager. So you could do anything you really want to do. Just try it. Try it.
Well, Stella, thank you so much. And thank you for being a part of our program here tonight. You know, again, it's a hard thing, you know, picturing a fair without the Valdez's fair chairs. It's hard to picture a fair without Stella Almeida. So thank you for being a part of our evening here tonight.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much. What we're going to do next is share our Equine Science Project Area video.
Gaff with the horse clubs, including Hearts and Horseshoes, Stars and Strides, and Curry Combs. This year, the Horse Project participated in Apple Fest, Pumpkin Fest, and the Open Space Pace, along with Bugs, Birds, and Beyond, the Monmouth County Hunt Club, and a visit to Southwind's Farm. There was also the Blue Spruce Dressage Series, the World Horse Expo in Pennsylvania, and of course, Breakfast with Santa. There was virtual horse judging and hippology, and also Horse Bowl, and Monmouth Junior Team won the Horse Bowl contest at the state level. Good job. There were state equine presentations. There was also Clover Bud Day, the State Model Horse Show, Rutgers Equine Science Center, community service projects, and a 4-H dinner dance. Not to mention the Tri-County 4-H Awards Luncheon. Along with all of these activities, Horse Project and horse clubs met for virtual meetings, and there was even guest speakers. We had horse massage with our friend Suzanne. We had a horse psychology lesson to learn how horses think. And we had a guest speaker from the Monmouth Hunt Club encouraging everyone to participate in Monmouth County Hunt. This year we have 4-H members who have been accepted for the New Jersey State Roundup team. There's always riding lessons where kids learn how to ride and jump. Some kids even ride bareback. Monmouth Horse Project encourages members of all ages to ride horses and to participate even if you don't have a horse. Monmouth County 4-H has something for everyone. Good job, everyone, for keeping your spirits up and doing the best that you can and enjoying the great outdoors. Have a wonderful evening.
Some great words shared. Thank you for putting that together, everyone. So Claudia, if you would activate the poll, and these questions, again, they were put together by our ambassadors. So if you'll take a moment, give it your best shot. let us know what you think. We're going to share these answers in the Monday 4-H e-blast. What day is it going up? On Monday. So take a moment, go ahead and complete the poll. See how well you got your knowledge there. Where are we at percentage-wise, Claudia?
We are at 33%.
30. Oh, come on, Mom at 4-H. We can do better than 33%.
Think about these questions.
These are tough questions. Our ambassadors are smart. They know what's up. I tried doing these questions. It was beyond me. All right, let's give it a few more seconds here.
We're 71%, 73. This is fast.
Close it,
75.
Claudia.
75, we're done?
We got it. We're good.
All right.
Thank you very much. And thank you everyone who took the poll. So what we're gonna do is continuing on with our transitions, different services that your Cooperative Extension Office provides to you. If you remember from our opening ceremonies, we had our freeholder Lillian Burry, talk about not just 4-H. I mean, she talked a lot about 4-H, but then she also mentioned some of the other departments that are housed in this Cooperative Extension Office. So I've invited Mr. Bill Erickson. He's our new agriculture agent, and I invited him here tonight to share a little bit of what he does in his programs.
Hi everyone, I'm Bill. So I work with Matt and everybody on the team at Monmouth County Cooperative Extension, and I work in the Agriculture and Natural Resources Department. So the way sort of Matt does all these great programs for all of you, I do programs like this for professional farmers in Monmouth County, but you guys might be having more fun. I don't know. We have some fun with the farmers too, but this is pretty great. And so my job is to help farmers and help gardeners if they have trouble in their garden with pests or they want to try out a new variety of tomato. Today I actually visited 2 farms. I went to one farm that's one of the oldest farms in Monmouth County. They've been around since the 1800s, and I was helping them look at some of their Christmas trees. And then later this afternoon, I went to a farm where there was a family who had just started their farm this year, and this was their first season, and they needed some help looking at their tomatoes and their peppers and some of their vegetables. So I get to meet a lot of great, interesting families throughout the county and help farmers out. I also help to oversee the Master Gardener program with Diane Larson when we offer the Junior Master Gardeners program. So if any folks are interested in that, that's available to you as well. And you might ask yourself, you know, how would somebody get into doing something like this? And before coming here, actually, we'll see how well you can see this, but there we go. So my wife, Lauren actually grew up in 4-H in New Jersey in Middlesex County. And then we had a farm together in coastal Maine, and it was a horse-powered farm. So she was in the equine part of 4-H, and you can see here's Lauren plowing a field with our team of horses. And so the horses now live in Howell, and she rides them for dressage, but we grew strawberries and cut flowers. We had some chickens. Here's the horses cutting some hay, and we grew vegetables. And so we had a farm up in coastal Maine together, and then we both moved back down to New Jersey. And so now we get to work with farmers and still, take part in agriculture. And we don't live on a farm anymore, but we still have a garden. And so in our garden right now, as you can imagine, we have great Jersey fresh produce this time of year. And so we have zucchini. We have green and yellow beans. We have Jersey fresh tomatoes. So these are some of my favorites. You can see these. These are called Sun Gold tomatoes, and they're so sweet. They're orange tomatoes. They're excellent. We have just finished curing garlic, And so garlic, if you haven't grown this before, this is really fun. You plant it in the fall and it comes up in the spring and you harvest it in the summer. And then one of my personal favorites, very excited about, we have it in the front yard. So you come home at the end of the day and you check these to see if they're ripe, and you have peaches. So I wish I could share these all with you. I wish you could smell and taste these. But if you have these in your yard at home, that's great. You don't need a lot of space. You can grow this, you know, in a small yard, or if you have a farm yourself, or go out and visit some of the pick your own farms that we have here in Monmouth County. And if there's anything ever that you need help with in your garden with your family, just give us a call, and we're happy to help you out with any issues. So yeah.
Bill, thank you so much. And actually what I'm going to do is in the chat pod, I just put down your email address. So if they have any questions, they can reach out to you for any agriculture or gardening related questions. If Bill doesn't know the answer, and usually he does, but if he doesn't, he'll be able to find someone who does. I also put in a link. We have, through your Monmouth County Rutgers Cooperative Extension Office, and I'll spotlight me now, we have a newsletter. And Bill, as well as myself and another one of my colleagues that we'll introduce here in just a little bit, we contribute articles to that, and it's for you, it's for Monmouth County. So I provided both Bill's email address. So if you have any agriculture related questions, reach out to him, and also a link to our county newsletter. So I encourage you to take advantage of these resources that are available to you. So Bill, I'm going to spotlight you again. Any final notes that you want to, comments you want to share with our Monmouth 4-H participants tonight?
I just want to say, you know, encourage everyone to, you know, stay interested in agriculture. It's lifelong learning, and we always get, you know, inquiries from farms looking for farm workers too. As you get older and you want to work out on a farm and try it out, we know some great Monmouth County farms looking for help. And yeah, anything you need, give us a call, and we can help you out.
I'm watching the chat pod here. Sounds like you've already got some customers. So thanks or sorry, I don't know which, Bill, but thank you so much for being here tonight. It was great to see you.
Anytime. This is great. Thank you, Matt.
Awesome. So now what we're going to do is we are going to spotlight our environmental education areas. And Laura Dunbar is going to speak on behalf of that. So hi, Laura.
Hi, guys. So happy to be here tonight. Yes, I'm one of the leaders for Ocean Explorers. This is our second year being part of 4-H, being right here by the ocean. We explore all things ocean, so physical as well as the marine life. So it's not just the marine, but it can be the waves. As COVID hit, we were going to be connecting with Rutgers and doing an amazing tour of the observation gliders that they had up there. So we will do that when we get back to life as normal. So we're excited. And Matt, I was going to ask a special request. So, can we have Brady talk? Brady's here somewhere.
Absolutely. I just got to find Brady is all. Brady, if you have your camera on wave, it'll help me find it fast. There's Brady. Brady, I'm going to spotlight you, Brady. Brady's one of our 4-H members. It's all you, buddy.
Hi, I'm Brady. I'm another member of the Ocean Explorers group. So I'm just going to talk about a small recap that we've done for this year, at least. So basically, the main thing that we did last year was go on a research vessel that we called the RV Garden. We went with our captain, McDonald. I know, yeah. Anyway, with her crew, we caught a variety of sharks along our way in the Miami Beach, Florida. So we actually got to catch a special species of hammerhead that we call the scalloped head hammerhead shark, which is leading to help their research in making it a protected area. So that was last year. This year, we're working on our conservation works. So we set up aquariums that were both saltwater and freshwater with fish going through them and filtered water. We did it as naturalistic as we could with what we had. we were studying saltwater and freshwater for aquatic animal hospitality reasons. We went fishing on a bunch of boats to learn about our environments around here. So, and we're trying to connect with more and more oceanographic scientists. And we're hoping at some point, we can get back down to Florida and go back on our RV Garvin to make a little more research happen.
Absolutely. Brady, that was awesome. I mean, I'm going to give a reaction here. I'm giving you an applause. There you go. Thank you so much, Brady. Anything else you want to share, Brady?
It's been a lot of fun these last couple of years, and I hope we can continue it.
And if I'm not mistaken, Ocean Explorers is the first ever 4-H club that you've ever been in. Like, did you even know about 4-H before this?
Never heard of it.
And now are you in it to win it?
Yeah, I'm probably going to be in it until I get out of high school.
Oh, and then maybe I'll be able to talk you into coming back and becoming a 4-H leader. How's that sound?
Yeah, hopefully I can handle that, but
I think you will. You'll do just great. You're a great leader, Brady. Thank you so much. Laura, is there anything else that we need to talk about? Thumbs up or we're good?
We're good.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. So now what we're going to do is we're going to share the video that was sent to us through from the Ocean Explorers. Awesome. Thank you so much, Ocean Explorers. That was fantastic. And I believe we actually have another video that we're going to share. In terms of environmental education clubs that we have in Monmouth County, and we'll stop your spotlight, Brady, sorry. We also have the Monmouth Paddlers. This is a kayaking club. And because of the nature of kayaking, and because of the nature of, you know, we're in New Jersey, kayakers aren't so active kayaking in our winter months. So they're a seasonably active club, and they've prepared a video for us to share with all of you here tonight as well.
I had a dream so big and loud, I jumped so high, I touched the clouds. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. I stretched my hands out to the sky, we danced with monsters through the night. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Whoa, oh, 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 oh.
That was awesome. And again, I'm watching the chat pod here. The music seems to be a hit tonight. And you know, it's just what our 4-H members and our leaders put together. So thank you all so much for that. We currently have an opening for an environmental education ambassador. So if this is something you're interested in, you heard Olive talk about our ambassador program earlier, let us know. We'd like to be able to connect you in becoming our environmental education ambassador. So keeping in with our services that we can provide to you even during these incredible times we're all living through, I've invited another colleague of mine, Rachel Tansey. Rachel, are you on?
Matt, Rachel is here, but we need to launch the poll for environment.
Oh my gosh, I keep forgetting about the poll. Thank you, Virginia. I got so excited there. So let's do the poll. Claudia, would you turn the poll on, please? Hi, my name's Matt. So go ahead and take a few moments, complete the poll. Again, we're going to share those answers on Monday. Let us know what you think. Thanks for the reminder, Virginia. In my defense, it's my first ever virtual fair. Claudia, how are we percentage-wise?
Okay, we're at 0%. That's not good. 1%.
These are complicated, these are hard questions.
Yeah. I didn't think 0% would be our goal. I have higher standards than that.
We can do better than 0%. These are tough questions. Give it your best shot.
%54.
That's better. That's a jump.
Yeah, that's better than 0, I'd say. 60, yeah.
There we go. We just need a little time. We had to think through them. There's some tough questions there.
72.
And
74. Ooh, they're teasing me with the 70%. All right, I'm just.
There we go. Awesome. Thank you, everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, yep. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to do that. And thank you to Virginia for making sure I didn't forget that. So sorry. So now I would like to introduce my colleague, Rachel Tansey. Rachel, thank you for being a part of our It's Not Fair event here tonight.
Hi, thank you for having me. So some faces I actually see and are familiar with, but I am Rachel Tansey and I work for Family and Community Health Sciences. So if you haven't heard of us before, we are the department in the office all the way down at the end. It's pretty much myself and a few other colleagues, and we do nutrition, health, and wellness programs. So one of the things that I'm particularly upset about this year is that we didn't get any food entries, and I judge them every year. And I didn't get any. And last year, I think we had the most, like 25 entries or something like that. This year, nobody sent me anything. I'm very lonely in my house. So maybe you can just mail them over to me. That's fine. And I'll still be happy to judge them. I have to say we have had in the past plenty of recipes that we have duplicated because some of these fairgoers and these children with their recipes are amazing. And we have created recipes that we just want to keep sharing because they're so delicious. So that is to be commended. So keep doing the good work. One of the things that Matt mentioned earlier was our newsletter that we do in our office. And this is what it looks like. This happens to be a winter edition, but we try to spotlight different departments, but you can see something from all of our departments in this newsletter every quarter or so. So the spring one we just recently did was all virtual. So it was kind of long, but if you are looking for that and you haven't seen it yet, just let us know and we'll be sure to get you out the link to it and you can see that. It is also on our website.
The link's actually right in the chat pod right now, Rachel.
There you go. So what I wanted to just kind of say to everybody, what we do in our department, as I said, is nutrition, health, and wellness. One of the things I just did, I saw a couple familiar faces with Virginia, was that, thank you. So what I did recently, they were doing the meatballs kind of cultural cuisine type of thing, and I did the food safety program, which was kind of fun. Nobody really loves food safety, but we tried to make it fun anyway. So I hope the Monday meatball sessions are going really well. I also do programs. If you do get those Monday blasts, Claudia has been wonderful in including a newsletter that we are providing during this sort of COVID-19 time that we're in. Our department has come up with different newsletters to really help our clientele and help the public sort of get through them and understand that we're all sort of going through the same thing and how we can make sure that we're keeping ourselves well. One of the things we also do is Wellness Wednesdays. So every Wednesday we have webinars that are being presented, typically at 2 o'clock every Wednesday. However, if you miss it or can't get on for some reason, they are recorded, so you can always go onto the website and view them at your leisure. We also have other newsletters and information that's being sent out as well via different wellness modalities and doing programs of the sort. So what I had mentioned to Matt is to make sure that we get that information out to you, maybe via the newsletter and things like that, so that you're able to log on or sign up for anything, along those those lines, and anything that might be of interest to you. So I do have a garden. I'm not really as excited. I have like 4 tomatoes. Sorry, I can't be as cool as Bill, but
you know what to do with all the produce. Like Bill will grow the produce, and you know how to prepare all the produce.
Yes, our newsletters actually do tell you that as well, and which parts of them are healthy and which, are maybe, we don't really spotlight the unhealthy recipes, but we always try to make sure that everybody is getting the proper nutrition and, things like that.
Well, Rachel, I want to thank you for taking the time out to join Monmouth County 4-H here tonight for our It's Not Fair event, and for sharing those resources. Again, I put your email, just like I did Bill's, I put your email in the chat pod. So if any of you have any family and community health science questions, reach out to Rachel. She's happy to help you. And then other Rachel Lyon says to you, Rachel Tansey, don't worry. You can be a foods judge for the state 4-H virtual fair. So I'll let you two figure that one out. So I can't believe it. We are coming near the end of our evening here tonight. We do have one more project area that we're going to showcase, and then we're going to wrap up and move on to our closing ceremony. So our next project area that we're going to showcase is our shooting sports project area. Thank you, shooting sports area. And actually, I did misspeak. We have one more after shooting sports. I'm so sorry for that. I jumped ahead in our agenda here. Do we have Mr. Bond on, Virginia?
Mm-hmm.
George, where are you at, George?
And I lost him. Hold on.
I am here.
There he is. I found you, George. I'm going to spotlight you. There you go.
There you go. I'm going to thumbs up you. There you go.
So, George, why don't you go ahead and share with us opportunities that exist for our members to take advantage of shooting sports programs?
Yeah, we could use some more kids. And you know what? I really hope this COVID thing ends. We can get everybody back doing any of our clubs this next coming year. And we do some fun stuff out, and we shoot mainly out in Freehold, New Jersey. And we have, I don't know, maybe 18 kids in the club, and it varies every time we shoot. But one nice surprise I like to do is I'll invite any parents who want to shoot to come out. And that's always a lot of fun because, all us parents take the time to drive our kids somewhere, and it's nice to get the parents to participate. And we really like to introduce the youth to firearms and archery in a safe way, just to make sure, there's a lot of curiosity about, guns and bows, and we can take that all away and show you a safe way to shoot, have a fun time. And I invite anybody who's interested to ask, anybody at the 4-H office and Claudia usually will send that request to me and I can reach out. And I really hope that we get this together for the fall or maybe next spring. So we'll have to see what happens. But, you know, we have a lot of fun archery equipment to shoot that have great donations from the NRA Foundation. And I can provide a free club. And we also have a shooting club that's in Freehold, a private club that took us in, and we are allowed to shoot there for free. So virtually, we have a free club, and anybody in Monmouth County 4-H can join, and we can have a fun time.
Be careful the way you use virtually these days, George.
Virtually.
Yeah. Real quick, a question comes up. What age to join?
What age to join? Well, I believe the age is 10 years old is the minimum, all the way up and through. It goes into first year of college, I believe, for 4-H. But we want you sooner. We want you younger, like 10, 11 years old, to get you started to come out and have a great time. We have great families, nothing but great families in all of 4-H that I've met so far.
Well, and I don't know. It looks like you got a fan club here. I'm looking at the chat pod. So everyone loves George. And you know what? I agree with those sentiments. You're a great guy, George. Thanks.
Yeah, I thank you. And you know what? On the screen, I don't know why, but all I see is myself. I don't see anybody else. So I'm like,
well, it's because you're spotlighted. You're a main speaker. So that's, you know,
oh, okay, gotcha.
We all see you. And they're all, yeah.
Zoom things. And so this is just one more to my chalkboard. But I can't wait for everything to get back to whatever normalcy we can and see everybody again, hold the meetings at the 4-H building. I can come in and bug you, Matt. And
you haven't done it yet.
Yeah, so I can't wait. Please join the club, and I'll send you emails and stuff about the club. It'd be great.
Thank you so much, George. It's great.
Have a great summer.
Yeah, you too. So, Virginia, do we have a poll for this one? Thumbs up. Okay, Claudia, I'm not going to skip the poll this time. So if you would go ahead and turn on our poll. And I know we're getting really close. We're going to go a little beyond 9 o'clock here tonight, friends. So sorry about that, but there's been a lot of good information to share and showcase. So Claudia, go ahead and activate the poll. Everyone, take a moment.
It's
go ahead and share what you think the answers are. And again, all these answers we're going to share in our Monday newsletter. Make sure you check that out. And where we at, Claudia?
22. Oh, that was a big jump.
Well, you know, these are some tough questions. Again, you know, we got to make sure we get the right answer. We got to reread this thing. So take a few more seconds here. Give it your best shot.
Go in your permanent record. So just...
No, they're not.
I said not.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
You'll see when you listen to the recording. 77%.
77. Go ahead and turn it off, Claudia.
You think George wins that one?
Right, right. So we are beginning to wrap things up. This is we got one more. We're going to showcase our leadership and community service project areas in our STEAM here. But real quick, I just want to share with you. You know, again, if this was the fair, we'd be just down the road, and we'd have, if you can just kind of picture in your mind's eye, you know, the smell of the food, and we got our food booth. And I've asked Virginia if she would share some of our food booth, what's going on at the food booth, how you can help out at the food booth. So Virginia, where you at, Virginia? Virginia, what happened? Wait, Virginia, what's going on? Virginia, what are you doing? Oh my gosh, Virginia, I don't know if you guys can all see this. Virginia, what are you eating? You were supposed to talk about the, oh, you know what? Today's National Hot Dog Day, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, Virginia, we had this planned out. You were supposed to talk about the food booth. Can you say anything? No. Oh, you're throwing popcorn at me now? I see how it is. All right. Well, I guess I'll say a few things about the food booth, okay? So Dave Hill is our food booth chair. He was unable to be here tonight. And so Just a few things that you might want to know about the food booth is that last year we got a new refrigerator, and it was donations from our member families. We also got a what was new to the new food booth but used last year, a refrigerator, which was also donated by a family. We got several donations. We got corn donated. We got some discounts on propane. And did you know that many employers have volunteer programs to support local nonprofit organizations? Some even require their employees to take a full day of volunteering per year. So if your company does something like that, talk to your company's human resources department. Volunteering at the food booth might be something for you. Dave also shares that for when we get together next year at the 2021 fair, we're gonna have a new grill station. We're gonna have tables. We're gonna have a backboard. Over the last 3 years, the association has invested $300 per year into equipment upgrades. And what else? Well, we're always looking for new ideas and for new donations. Another thing we're looking for, 2021, we are looking for a new food booth chair. Dave kind of got voluntold to do it, and we haven't let him go, but he's ready to move on. So if anyone on here tonight is interested, or if there's anyone on here tonight who knows someone who might be a good fit for that, reach out to us, let us know. So with that being said, thank you, Virginia, and I hope you all enjoyed that little skit we did there. We are now going to showcase our STEAM and STEP clubs, and then after that, our leadership and community service project areas.
And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh, no, no, no. I'm a rocket man, burning out his fuse out very long. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh, no, no, no. I'm a rocket man, burning out his fuse out very long.
There we go. Andrew, do you mind speaking a little bit about the blasters?
Of course I will.
Thanks.
Can you hear me? Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So I've been with the blasters since I was much younger as a 4-H'er as well, and we always have a great time. We have an office meeting on Tuesdays where we build our rockets. We have fun. Some people will bring food. We used to share it, but I don't think it'll ever be a thing again. So we'll figure that out as we go. But we build rockets, and then we go to Doorbrook Park the following weekend, and we launch them. And I mean, it's all the fun of fireworks without the explosions, and you get to do it over and over again. And we always have a really, really good time. And we definitely would appreciate more members. I know I see a couple of our members here right now. I see people in the chat, and I see faces, familiar faces, Zoe and Nina. I see Wyatt. So absolutely, please come. Feel free that once we're back to normal life, come out and join the blasters, and we'll have.
Well, thank you so much, Andrew. Claudia, do we have a poll for our STEAM clubs?
I don't think so, Matt.
Oh, awesome. Hey, the one that I remember is the one we don't have.
I think
okay,
the last one we had was shooting sports, so that's it.
Okay. Oh, that's the last one. Okay, perfect. So then Virginia, are you done eating your hot dogs?
I am.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and spotlight you then if you'll talk about our leadership and civic engagement clubs that we have here in Monmouth County.
Okay, before we go to that, I see that Bree is on, and I wonder if she wanted to talk about the Kindness Club first.
So Bree, is it okay if I spotlight you? Thumbs up if it's all right.
Sure.
Cool.
Okay, you got it.
I have a Star Wars background, and as I was upside down for half of this because I didn't know how to fix myself, but I'm right now. Kindness Club just got started in November. We're a new club, and the kids are doing a great job. Every month we pick a different kind of community service project that's important to them, and we either have a speaker come to the meeting and teach us about it, or we've obviously been doing things from home now. But the kids are wonderful and they have such great ideas for all the different organizations we can learn about and help next year. So we're really excited. And there's Liz.
Thank you, Bree. Thank you so much. So, Virginia, anything else you want to add to that?
No, other than Claudia has a video from the Kindness Club that we should show, and then we can move on to STEM.
All right, thank you. So, Claudia, if you'll go ahead and showcase that video.
And remember to...
That was awesome. I got goosebumps. So we also have Virginia. Do you have the other slides ready? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and share your screen, Virginia. Oh, you gotta unmute yourself. We can't hear you.
I gotta unmute before I share.
There we go.
Okay, just briefly, there's so many STEM opportunities, and now we're actually working with STEAM. And so the A stands for art, and this is Hannah Drescher. She did our National Science Summit on digital photography and received a scholarship from the association. This is our beach cleanup. It was Earl Naval Weapons Base, and we worked with Clean Ocean Action and the Environmental Club at that time. We have the Allied Academy of Health Sciences Club that do our food and fitness ambassador program. We also had the Marine Biology Shark Expedition that the Ocean Explorers talked about earlier. And we have our art ambassador who runs our art show for Achievement Night and was able to make a large donation to Camp Jenka. And finally, we have the Da Vinci Club that did a STEM program activity at Apple Fest with Apple Prints. So that's one of our presentations on what we have for STEM. Let me stop sharing, and now I'll have to share a different PowerPoint. Let's see which one it is. The leader.
Well, and as you're getting that ready, we are beginning, and I know we're in overtime right now, we are beginning to wrap things up here. So we'll share this and begin our closing ceremonies.
So this is our teen council group, and we do a lot of fun activities. We have club meetings with presentations. We did kitchen inventory, went through the whole kitchen, cleaned it. It was a huge project with Jane Sims at the lead of it. And we were able to hold our cultural cuisine programs because of it. Thank you to our teens. We also had a holiday trip. Zach Valdez is the co-leader. Here's Zach in the center here. And we went to the escape room in Freehold and out to dinner. That was lots of fun. I was afraid I was never going to get out of there. We hosted the decorating with Andy Valdez for Achievement Night, and they did a beautiful job with Fall in Love with 4-H. We also had a small delegation go to the South Jersey 4-H Teen Conference, and they had a wonderful time. We had a lot of interactive activities. They made a donation to the Croc Center where we were able to swim, visit the center, take advantage of their facilities, and they had lots of hands-on activities and programs. In addition, we have the TLC Club, which is a library club in Freehold. And they did a lot of programs. They had a Halloween party as a superhero. This is more activities that they've held at the library. Their holiday service project looks like a lot of cooking and baking, making things. They did the Old Freehold Day, helping friends at the library. A flag retirement ceremony. Do you know you can't throw flags away? You have to have a ceremony and they're burned. They did bunnies and books with 14 Karat Rabbit Club, and Wanda's very active in helping with this club. Thank you, Wanda. It's Kathy Mulholland is the leader, and Twyla. That's, I think, the library reading. And thank you to the leaders.
Right. So thank you everyone tonight for putting all these things together. And we are starting to come to our conclusion. Again, we're running out of time, and I appreciate we have some young members on. If it's your bedtime, you know, don't stay up too late, I guess. As we begin to wrap our heads around what these moments in these young people's lives are, I mean, fair really is a big part of a 4-H member's experience. And again, it's on the one hand, it is maybe disappointing that we aren't down the road right here, right now. But at the same time, I'm really encouraged. I'm encouraged to see all of you here tonight and to be a part of this. Zach Valdez, you've heard his name maybe a couple times before. He's a member of our Monmouth County 4-H family. He's also one of our leaders for Teen Council, and he shared a video with us. And some of you may know Zach. He's in addition to being a 4-H leader, he's also a TV station employee, a frequent library card user, and an avid fan of Hostess cupcakes. He attended Monmouth County Fair last summer, and he couldn't wait to tell his friend Joe, who lives in California, all about it. So he wrote Joe a letter on YouTube. And tonight, Zach gave us permission to share that letter with you. It's called Greetings from the Monmouth County Fair.
Now, can I just say one thing? We have the easiest fair chair thing before that.
You are right. We'll do that after this one, okay, Claudia?
Okay, so you want to do the...
Sorry.
I'm going to have to change the order. All right, wait a minute. All right.
The suspense is killing me.
Hi.
I threw another curveball at you, Claudia. Sorry.
Dear Joe, how are you? How's it going out in Burbank? Things are great back here in New Jersey. I went to the Monmouth County Fair. What was it like? Well, I got to eat a lobster roll. I also found out that the fair is really important to the 4-H. Have you heard about the 4-H? It's an organization that promotes positive youth development through all kinds of clubs. For young 4-Hers, the fair is the biggest event of the year. Before the fair begins, many 4-Hers volunteer to help set up the fairgrounds. The fair is a time to commemorate the past 4-H year. Young 4-Hers, who call themselves Cloverbuds, are recognized at a ceremony known as the Cloverbud Court. The The 4-H also crowns teen ambassadors. They serve as mascots of the 4-H spirit. Once the fair is underway, there are so many 4-H activities. There's a watermelon seed spitting contest, a potato sack race, and a pie eating contest for the kids. Each club hangs up a poster to showcase their club spirit. Fundraising efforts include popcorn sales and a dunk tank. The biggest fundraiser is a fine dining establishment known as the 4-H food booth. Rumor has it that next summer they'll be selling lobster rolls. Interesting things were all over the place. I saw a livestock tent, rabbits, snakes, an elaborate display put together by master gardeners, an arts and crafts showcase, there was also a living history tent with historical reenactors. It was amazing to see how people lived in the 1970s. I mean the 1870s. There were plenty of shows to watch. I saw BMX riders, lumberjacks, a juggling comedian who hails from Germany, acrobats, live music, and horse shows. I even saw some racing pigs. I never knew that pigs could swim. The craziest show I saw was the adult pie eating contest. There was one gentleman who had quite an appetite. I heard that after the contest, he was still hungry. I bet he ate one of those lobster rolls. There were rides to ride and games to play. It was all great fun for the young ones, and those who are young at heart. I can tell you one thing. You never know who you might run into at the county fair. Anyway, I hope the California sunshine is treating you well. Give my regards to Kevin and Winnie. Sincerely, Zach. P.S. Did I mention the lobster rolls?
If Zach is listening, the best way to make sure we get lobster rolls is if he becomes our food booth chair. I'm just saying. So,
we're eating lobster rolls so much, but we'll see.
There he is. We'll talk. So, as we're wrapping things up, let's check in on our fair chairs again. Claudia, have we heard from our fair chairs how they're doing with our virtual fair? So go check in on them. And again, I threw Claudia that curveball. They turned the AC off at the office, and I don't know about you, it's kind of hot out there. Now it's hot in here, so I'm melting. So let's see here. There we go. We're checking in with the Valdez family.
Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take ya. Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama. Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go? Jamaica, off the Florida.
Andrew, where's my golf cart? I'll be right back.
was incredible. A few final things here before we wrap things up here tonight. And again, I apologize. I know we're in overtime. We're in these unprecedented times. I just, again, I think it staggers all our imagination to just, when we stop and think about these moments we're in. But one thing I want to be a constant is 4-H is here. We're as busy as we've ever been, and in 4-H, we're always busy. One of the things that we want to do to make sure that we're staying connected going forward after our shared experience here tonight is we're doing a county-wide summer scavenger hunt. And I believe this might be our last video we're showcasing tonight. Yeah.
Hey Monmouth 4-H, let's keep the fun going the rest of the summer. We have an activity that we can do together, but still apart. Our first ever photo scavenger hunt. Put on your 4-H attire and take pictures in a variety of situations. You're going to find a list posted on 4-H Online next week. Then you post your photo to hashtag Monmouth 4-H.
That's awesome. And I just put that hashtag in the chat pod. So if you want to participate, that details in the scavenger hunt is going to be in, you guessed it, our 4-H e-blast that's going out on Monday. A few final things. I'm going to share my screen here real quick if I can find it. I think it's this one. Yes. So we have limited edition commemorative It's Not Fair t-shirts that are available for sale. If you want to take advantage of this and you want to purchase them, tomorrow is the last day. If you don't get it tomorrow, speak now or forever hold your peace. I'm going to put the link to that, how to purchase that, in the chat pod right here. And I see some of you have already bought it. So tomorrow's the day. If you don't get them then, you never will. As we begin to wrap things up here this evening, my hope is that we all had a shared experience here, a shared moment together. Of the many uncertainties that await us, there's one thing I have complete confidence in, and that's you, Monmouth 4-H. I know that the perseverance of our County 4-H program is going to get us through all of this. And why? Because we're in it together. We will continue to be available to all of our 4-H families in whatever capacity we can. We're here. We haven't gone away. We want to continue to do programs together. Ideally, we would be together, but even if it's virtually, we're still together. Before I share my final thoughts for the evening, I just want to take a moment and express some gratitude. I invite all of you to take a moment and in the chat pod, thank a member of our Monmouth County 4-H family. It could, if you're a member, maybe you want to thank a 4-H club volunteer or a leader. Take a moment right now and do that in the chat pod. If you're a 4-H member, thank a leader, thank a volunteer. Volunteer and leaders, if you're on the call here, the Zoom here tonight, maybe there's a 4-H member that you want to extend thanks to. Parents, you have seen firsthand what 4-H has done for your children. Please take a moment and thank someone you feel has made a difference. As all of you do that and you start to read through some of these comments here, there's one person I want to make sure I say very, very special thanks to, Meg Whitehouse. Are you on, Meg? I thought I saw, there you are. Meg, I can't imagine doing a fair without you, and I see you right there right now. Thank you for everything you do. And I know you're uncomfortable being singled out, but I had to take a moment and just say thank you. So do you have any, I mean, you've done fair maybe as a member longer than any of us. Do you have a few thoughts you want to share about this once in a lifetime fair moment? Whoops. Hi, Amelia. Where'd you go, Meg? There we go.
Yeah, I have to say that this is wonderful, but it just goes to show you how resilient everybody is. I mean, I can think of fairs where we had bad weather and we had, you know, strange events and you know, disasters and whatnot, but a lot of happiness through it all because the kids all pulled together, and this is just a wonderful example of it. I mean, I can't think of a nicer group of people than the folks in Monmouth County 4-H. And I know it's not a competition with the other 20 counties, but I have to say,
is Rachel still on?
Occasion.
No, there she is. Hi, Rachel. Thank you so much, Megan, and thank you all for being a part of this. So again, we're starting to wrap things up, and I'm touched, and you're gonna see, I don't like, admitting I have emotions or feelings, but I'm reading some of these kind words here in the chat pod. You're all amazing. Earlier this evening, at the very beginning, I had all of you, I told all of you to grab a piece of paper and a marker. And if you remember our very first activity we did here tonight, as people were starting to come into the Zoom here tonight, I asked all of you in one word to write down your favorite memory about fair, your favorite moment about fair, your favorite thing about fair in one word. What I want you to do right now is, with your marker in your piece of paper, I want you to write down that one word, and then what I'm going to have you do is put it up to the camera, and I'm going to screen capture all of our words here tonight. So take a moment, and you got to hold it up. You got to hold it up for a while, because I'm pretty slow. You've seen I'm melting. I'm starting to lose track of what's where and everything. So hold it up to the camera for a while, and I'm going to screen capture this. I'm going to have to go through a few different slides because there's a lot of people here tonight. And keep them up there. I'm going to screen capture this. If you have your camera feature turned off, I won't be able to. You're just holding it up to a dead camera right now. So if you want,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm just saying. If you want your picture, if you want your word, you got to make sure, and you got to hold it right up to the camera right there. So we're gonna take one. Keep holding it up. This is gonna take
I didn't cheat off. You already had this written. You got the same thing as me.
Oh, that wasn't a cheat. So keep them up. Keep them up. It's gonna take a little time here. Okay, keep them up. I have to paste this one. Give me just a second. You're all the best. I love Monmouth County 4-Hers. And I gotta paste that over here. And now I'm gonna split the screen, and we're gonna go and capture the other screen. So let's see here. Okay, there's 3 screens, so there's a lot of people that I gotta screen capture here tonight. So keep them up, keep them up. This is awesome. Monmouth County 4-H, you're the best. We love you all so much. And I gotta get one more. Keep them up, keep them up. You're the best. Slide number 3. Okay. Edit. We need a new one. And you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. I think I got everyone. If I missed anyone, I'm so sorry. We're coming to the end. There are also, I just highlighted Meg. I would be terribly remiss though, that if I didn't extend deep, sincere thanks, appreciation to Claudia Lammers, Virginia Krzyzanowski, and Andy Valdez. This just wouldn't have happened. Without the 3 of them, I can barely function, much less be able to put something like this together. So Virginia, Claudia, Andy, thank you all so much. I see some people are giving a round of applause. I'm gonna add to that right now. Thank you so much for everything you do. And thank you also to all of our 4-H members, all of our volunteers, our leaders, for coming together. These are remarkable times. And so as we log off here tonight, a half hour late, but I hope it was worth your while. Remember always that just because we're socially distant doesn't mean that we have to be emotionally distant. We can stay emotionally connected. And I hope that all of you felt a connection here tonight. Final words, and then I'll see you on the flippity flip. Be kind. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. The world needs kindness right now. Oh, I've got to get a little emotional here. The world needs kindness. So go out there and share that kindness with everyone. We're going to see you off with a fireworks display. We hope we don't scare the animals. Take care, everyone. I hope to see you soon. right. Take care, Monmouth 4-H. I'm thinking of all of you right now. Have a nice night.